I'm Kim Sal, and I am here today to talk with you about my perspective on why we choose unavailable partners. I hear all the time from clients and just people out in the world that are single that they feel like there's no good partners left. And I am here to shake that idea up and help you understand how you might be contributing to that situation. How, when we pursue unavailable partners, we are going to struggle to find partners that want to commit. And there's lots of reasons why you might pursue an unavailable partner. So I'm just going to present to you some of those possibilities. First of all, as humans, in terms of evolution, we are always looking to create a better version of humanity. And so, on a very basic biological level, we often choose people that appear to be confident and appear to feel like need they don't need anybody else's validation. That confidence to us on a very deep biological level appears to be power, appears to be that person's ability to be better than other people. And so often, as you know, in general in life, we pursue what appears to be the best, the highest level of anything that we can get to. And often we chase that in partnership. So that might be different for men or women, but we all sort of try to chase the best possibility for partnership that we can. And often people get the lack of availability confused with confidence. When somebody is not available, they're often pretty standoffish. You feel like they're pushing away in relationship, and it makes them appear very confident. But deep down, people that have a tendency to be avoidant in relationship, they really are struggling with deep insecurities in themselves and trust issues. And so that sort of avoidance or push in relationship is not what it appears on the surface. It's not confidence. It's actually their struggle to deepen into more intimate and vulnerable relationship. But we get confused. And so those of us that have a tendency towards the other end of the spectrum in terms of the way we react in relationship, we have a tendency to be anxious in relationship, and we tend to chase relationship. We try to grasp, control, chase after somebody to try to keep them connected in relationship. Whereas people that have an avoidant tendency tend to keep people at arm's length. They tend to push away a little bit. So often in relationship, somebody that is anxious is attracted to somebody that's avoidant and vice versa. It's kind of like a yin-yang thing. So you'll often find that if you have an anxious attachment style, that's what it's called in psychology, you tend to be more anxious in relationship, nervous about how things are going to go, trying to make the connection happen. You will pursue somebody that's avoidant. And that is, like we said, it can be about like that just basic like sense that they're confident. But it can also be about things in that person that we really are feeling like deficit in ourselves. So meaning there's always things that we feel like we're not good at or we struggle with. And we often pursue that in partnership. We pick somebody that's good at the things that we feel like we're not good at. And so that's another piece of why we might pursue somebody that's unavailable. They appear confident in areas that we really struggle with. But that's not a good reason to pick a partner. I really believe in yin and yang in many ways, but when you feel deficit about certain aspects of yourself, it's never good to try to find somebody that can make up for that in partnership. There's a whole other process that has to happen in you to come to acceptance of those things that you feel in deficit of or grow them rather than pursuing it in another person. So these are the kinds of things that I really support people in learning and figuring out. And so we're going to continue to kind of talk about some of these things in this exercise today. And as we go on, you might notice some really clear information coming up about how you can begin to change this pattern in yourself and start to consider pursuing somebody that has a bit more of an available energy. So check out this next exercise.